That investigation is currently on hold until daylight hours, but you can see just the amount of damage. There's actually broken glass in the street from the windows that were blown out from the force of that explosion. And of course, the home here completely leveled. We're now at 153 homicides in Columbus this year. 4 of those happened within 12 hours of each other. The latest one, detectives are still busy investigating. This is what we're seeing out here hours after this all happened. This cruiser has been blocking the road since about 3 o'clock this morning, and beyond the cruiser, about a quarter mile down Hilliard-Rome Road here, there's a mobile substation set up. The Ohio BCI is out here investigating. They're not getting a whole lot of answers, even coming to the school today to find it empty and all the doors locked. So we are getting a good idea of how it unfolded just by looking at the scene here. Now, there are tire tracks in the middle of Hamilton Avenue. Both of those officers were part of the drug cartel unit here at the Division of Police. At least one is accused of accepting bribes for transporting drugs. Like a lot of other businesses during this health and financial crisis, Brazen Head here in Grandview had to close its doors permanently. Now it's putting a lot of its assets up for auction, including this sign. And a Central Ohio woman says its emotional value is priceless. Their story started in 2011.
We just hit it off immediately. We're at Brazen Head and we shut the bar down. Just had a really great time, a really good connection.
After their first date, Bevan and Mark went back to Brazen Head.
Every year we would go sit in those seats, even if there was no one else in the bar.
Making it an annual tradition.
We took our daughter a couple of years. The bartenders knew us. They would be like, oh, has it already been a year?
This year, Bevan would go back alone.
I think that was one of the hardest days since he passed away at all.
The day after Thanksgiving 2019, Mark passed away unexpectedly from undiagnosed heart disease. And this month, Bevan feared her anniversary tradition would end with the closing of their favorite restaurant. But she hopes to salvage a piece of those precious memories.
Oh my gosh, I would just love to have that sign, because every year we take a selfie in front of the sign. So you kind of see our relationship unfold over those pictures.
She posted her wish online. Within days, dozens shared her story.
You guys are amazing. You'll probably get tired of hearing me say that.
She learned through her new connection she'll have to bid on this sign during an auction this Saturday.
Hoping that no one else is as attached to it as I am.
She's been amazed how attached some are getting to her story and hopes it will inspire others to do something spontaneous and appreciate life a little more.
We never know, and we can't wait, and so we just need to do the crazy thing, and we need to take the damn trip and be with our friends and family and the people that we love.
And Farron said she's had so many offers to help her pay for this sign that she's decided to sell t-shirts. You can head over to NBC4i.com for information about how to help. Local for you in Grandview, Captain Ross, NBC4.
We thank you so much for the...
A little faith and motivation go a long way for Katie Spots.
I just kind of take it one step at a time.
There are more steps in this journey than most.
I'm definitely curious to see what our limits are and to test those limits.
The ultra athlete is leaving this Westside Columbus Park Friday, testing the limits by running 31 miles and going the distance 11 days in a row across the entire state.
It just worked out perfectly because the distance of Ohio is pretty much exactly 11.
That's the number of consecutive ultra marathons it takes to break a world record. Each step recorded by her team and cheered on by her growing number of supporters.
Whenever there's an opportunity to come out and support runners, we're there.
Definitely gets our attention when somebody goes that deep into the well, so to speak, to bring attention to something that's needed.
Katie's world record attempt is also helping the world. She's aiming to raise $34,000 for HTO for Life. The money will build 11 wells at schools in Uganda.
Every time I see Katie, I hang out with her and she's talking about water. You know, it's just in her heart.
And she says the seemingly impossible, like a world record, could be in anyone's heart.
I think it's easy to say, oh, that's great, that person can do that. And I could never do that. And my answer to that would be, I thought that too.
If you'd like to follow along with Katie's journey or donate to her cause, you can head over to NBC4i.com and find a link in this story. Local for you in Columbus, Catherine Ross, NBC4. Since Governor DeWine issued that stay-at-home order, this is as far as most people here at Sharon Brook have gone, to this supply table just outside the door. A lot of the staff here making sacrifices and not seeing their own families just to make sure their residents here are safe. These panes of glass have been the only windows to the world for 3.5 weeks.
We have a lot to be thankful for. We hope that it comes to an end soon.
Residents like 99-year-old Orville Verasso thankful for signs and messages posted to their windows.
Very heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time.
Amy Twyman also talks to us through the glass at Sharon Brook. She's among close to 24 staff staying at 2 Licking County facilities, taking care of 225 residents.
You know, they're asking us, have we ate breakfast and how we're doing and things. And I know over at Chapel Grove, they're doing the same thing. The residents have really, are taking care of us too.
They've been at this home away from home 24/7 since March 12th, while no one has been allowed in or out.
It can be a little stressful, but it's also kind of like summer camp.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And we all appreciate it. We know they're making sacrifices. They have families too.
Staff says they're making those sacrifices because they consider everyone here a second family.
We take care of our residents like they're our own grandparents and mothers and fathers, and we all really take that very serious to heart.
Staff here says they're paying close attention to all the recommendations from the health department, and they'll stay on lockdown as long as they need to. Local for you in Newark, Catherine Ross, NBC4.